The mass shooting at the Washington Navy Yard 2 weeks ago that resulted in the deaths of 13 people, including the gunman, was the 23rd such incident in the past 7 years. It's becoming harder and harder to ignore the fact that the majority of the people pulling the triggers have turned out to be severely mentally ill, not in control of their faculties, and not receiving treatment. In the words of one of the country's top psychiatrists, these were preventable tragedies, symptoms of a failed mental health system that's prohibited from intervening until a judge determines that someone presents an imminent danger to themselves or others.
Our jails and prisons are our main place now where you find mentally ill people.
In fact, by some measures, the largest mental institution in the United States is the Cook County Jail in Chicago. It houses the largest number of mentally ill people in the country.
This is a population that people don't care about, and so as a result of that, there are not the resources out there to care for them.
Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart is in charge of the jail, and he is not very happy about the situation.
I've got probably 2,500, 2,800 people with mental illness in my jail today. And you look at their backgrounds, they've been in here 50, 60, 100. We have some people who have been in here 400 times.
What kind of offenses?
Oh my God, retail theft is a norm, and usually it's because they're stealing something either to feed themselves, or frankly they're stealing something because they just wanted it that second. Loads of cases of criminal trespass to land. What's that? They're breaking in someplace to sleep.
You're saying the prisons and the jails are the new asylums?
They're absolutely. There is no person that could argue otherwise that the jails and prisons are the new insane asylums. That's what we are.
Sheriff Dart has told guards and employees to videotape incidents so that he can show people what actually goes on here.
The videos we've shown people are to show them what happens when we take people who are mentally ill and we cram them into the criminal justice system where they're not supposed to be. And the irony is so deep that you have a society that finds it wrong to have people warehoused in state mental institutions, but those very same people were okay if we warehouse them in a jail. You've got to be kidding me.
Were you ever diagnosed with depression or bipolar disorder?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Every day, Ellie Montgomery, one of 5 social workers here, goes over the list of new inmates with mental illness.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 with a severe mental illness.
Just this morning?
Yeah, just this morning. Severely mentally ill, not like a little bit of depression.
Most of them will be here for several days to several months, then released back onto the street with a packet of pills and no plan. Sheriff Dart says it's become a huge public safety issue.
It's been an epidemic of mass shootings, a lot of them by people with serious mental health problems. Do you think there's a connection?
Yes, I do think there are connections here because people, some are getting treated, other ones aren't getting treated. People are falling through the cracks all the time. And so to think that that won't then boil up at some point and end up in a tragedy, that's just naive. That's just naive.
We have a grand experiment, what happens when you don't treat people. But then you're going to have to accept 10% of homicides being killed by untreated mentally ill people. You're going to have to accept Tucson and Aurora. You're going to have to accept Cho at Virginia Tech. These are the consequences when we allow people who need to be treated to go untreated. And if you're willing to do that, then that's fine, but I'm not willing to do that.